My page is DIYDreaming, and I want to welcome you today to the 12th day of Magnolia's 12 Days of Christmas. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you a bunch of Christmas ideas, and I'm going to be talking to you about how you can take a set of Christmas stencils of your choosing, and you can change them. Oops, I keep almost hitting this. Change them out from year to year to year, and I'm going to tell you what I've done. So, as you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know how you're doing today. Let me know if you're finished with all your Christmas decorating and Christmas shopping, and if you're just ready to have it come on. Feel free to sprinkle, feel free to ask questions, all that good stuff. Okay, so my whole story is every year I'll take a bunch of my favorite Magnolia Design Company stencils and I will reinterpret them. 2 years ago I did a whole theme for my Christmas, which is the whole main floor of our house, with red and white. So I painted a ton of surfaces red, and then I did a lot of stenciling in white chalk paste, and I made all of the ornaments for my Christmas tree in red and white using the Magnolia Design Company stencils. So that was 2 years ago, 2020. In 2021, I used the same set of stencils, and I did everything in very neutral. Neutral with little touches of black. So I painted everything cream, my favorite color. And then I did stenciling in black and gray. Same stencils, but I did my whole main floor, the kitchen, the family room, the dining room, all of that in cream and gray and black. This year, 2022, I'm using the same set of stencils, and I'm doing a sparkly kind of a look. So I want to show you, before we get started, what I have sitting on my desk. I just pulled a few things out of my decor. I didn't take anything off of my Christmas tree, but I will post later today on my page, my Facebook page, which is DIYDreaming, all smushed together, DIYDreaming. I'll post pictures of 2020, red and white, 2021, cream and gray and black, and 2022, this year, cream with sparkles. Okay, so if you want to look at those pictures later, you can pop over to my page and check it out. But let me show you what I pulled out of my decor first. Okay, so this is my favorite. These are some glass jars. Let me see if I can get the lighting to do it justice. These are some glass canisters that I've had for 100 years. I filled them with snow, and this one has some sparkly little silver Christmas trees. And then on this one, I stenciled, and I'm going to show you how to do this. I stenciled using this piece of the Mrs. Claus quads, which to me looks like an adorable little gingerbread house. I stenciled it using the glittering black chalk paste, and then I used my favorite glitter while it was still wet, and I'll show you how to do that. This is Sue Lynn. Oh shoot, you know what, I don't think I flipped my page. I'm awfully sorry about that. Sue Lynn Extra Fine Glitter in sterling color from Walmart. So that's what I did. Here is another example, and I'm going to show you with these candles how easy it is to stencil on them. I do recommend that you use a battery-operated wax candle, and this is the one that's in my kitchen, and it just has a snowflake design on it and some of that glitter. And then I have so much stuff to show you, I have to move some of this out of the way. This is a piece that's on my butler's pantry, and it's a repurposed Goodwill tray that somebody abandoned, and whenever I see silver or silver plated or tarnished platters at Goodwill, I have to rescue them. So this one was $4.09. I painted the center part of it with my favorite color paint, which is plaster. It's a Waverly chalk acrylic paint in the craft section at Walmart, and then I did the same idea. I stenciled with this beautiful Noel stencil in this glittering black chalk paste, and then I used my favorite glitter on it. So isn't that pretty? And sitting next to this on my butler's pantry is this. And you guys, before you think, wow, she has a lot of accessories that she uses for Christmas, I do something called container decorating. And if you want to know more about any of this stuff I'm talking about, hop over to my Facebook page, which is DIYDreaming. Anyway, so I use the same containers over and over all through the year. I just clean them off, and with chalk paste, that's completely possible. And then I repurpose them into the next season. So this is a big glass cylinder, and these have been used multiple years. These are just pieces of vintage sheet music rolled up with some of that beautiful glitter that I love so much on it. And this one has that same stencil, which is hard to see in the light. I'm sorry about that. And if my camera was flipped, it would say Noel. But I'll get pictures of everything going the right way. Okay, this one is, I think, beautiful. This is another cylinder that's sitting on my butler's pantry, and I filled it with this little Dollar Tree styrofoam little ball of snow, and these are a couple of Dollar Tree bottle brush trees. Exact same thing. I used this stencil, which I cut mine in half. It makes it a little easier to manage so that we'll be able to do it on these candles. Same glittering black chalk paste, same glitter. I'll show you how to do that. And then I have just a couple more pieces over here to show you. This is in my kitchen on the counters. This portrait, you guys, I shouldn't say pour, but whoops, it has been reimagined, reinterpreted, painted over and over and over 100 different times. This is the beautiful Merry Christmas stencil, same deal. And this is the same plaster colored Waverly chalk paint. So, oh, thank you, Leah. She says my projects are always so good. You know what? I love what I do. I was already doing this kind of container decorating and switching things in and out, minus the stencils, before I got involved with Magnolia Design Company, which was almost 3 years ago. And I've stuck with it because it's amazing. Okay, let's see. I have 2 more things to show you, and then we'll jump into the actual products. Okay, this is also a Goodwill find. It was $4.09. I did the exact same thing on it. This glittering black chalk paste, this silver glitter, and this stencil. And it has, and then it just has a pick, kind of wintry pick with silver accents in it. And then I have one more thing to show you. This is the smaller canister of these two, and they're together with the candlestick and a tree on my center island on a beautiful silver tray that I rescued several years ago that's held many, many different things. This one has the same little snow in it. These are Dollar Tree silver bottle brushes. And this is another stencil, just part of it. I was doing a lot this year with a theme of snowflakes and snow. Okay, so let's hop in. The first thing I want to do is I want to show you this set. Magnolia has a beautiful set of surfaces called tiered tray pieces or something like that. This is one of them. We're going to do this one. This is another one. This is another one. It comes with these 4 pieces. And then it comes with this. And then you get, of course, this adorable little set of twine with a white cross and some beads. some more beads and some more twine. So there's tons of things that you can do with it. And last night when I was fiddling around, getting my props all ready to go, I did this little gingerbread man from the Mrs. Claus quad set, this little guy right here, that is designed for these pieces. I did it on this little white piece of MDF, this tag, and I'll finish it off today. I will get pictures of it. It's the exact same thing. So just in case you're thinking, wow, she's super boring, she does the same thing over and over. The thing is, I have a theme each year, and I try to follow it through. I'll post pictures of my Christmas tree today on DIYDreaming if you want to hop over there and take a peek. I've made almost all the ornaments and they're all the same kind of theme. But then I switch it out every year. So as I said at the beginning of the video, if you missed, in 2020 I did red and white and it was awesome. All the same stencils. Well, there were a few different ones that year. 2021 I did natural with grays and black. Just accents. And then this year, I am doing the silver and the glittering black chalk paste. And here's the thing. Here's why I'm showing all of this to you today, because you may be finished with your decorating. I want to encourage you to grab some of the Magnolia Design Company fall, winter, and Christmas stencils, because today, during Magnolia's 12 Days of Christmas, when you buy two, and it's today only, December 12th, 2022, when you buy two fall, winter, or Christmas stencils, you can pick a third, and you'll get that one for free. And in case you're thinking, well, fall and winter are already over, well, they're not. Winter and Christmas are not really over yet, though you may be finished with your decorating. But I want to encourage you for next year and the year after and the year after, because you can pull these things out year after year after year to grab some stencils that you like today while you can get this 12th day deal of buying two and getting a third one free. Okay, so let's do this piece right here, and let's use this piece from the Mrs. Claus quads. And you can do this technique I'm going to show you with any one of the Magnolia stencils, no matter the season. I'm just looking for my fuzzing towel. Okay, and this is the same stencil that I used on this piece. Okay, so one thing I always do, and it's backwards, I'm sorry, I didn't get my phone flipped, is I always write on the back what the name of the stencil is, so I know which side of the backing sheet to put my stencil back on. And I'm going to fuzz it with my Magnolia Design Company tacky towel. This just makes them slightly less sticky, so they're easier to get pulled up and you don't stretch your stencils out. I'm going to lay it on my piece to get it relatively centered. And I'm just going to press it down. Now comes the fun. And if you were looking at me earlier and thinking, gosh, she wears a lot of glitter in her makeup, it's because I've been playing with glitter for the last 24 hours. So it kind of has a tendency to stick around. Okay, so this is the glittering black chalk paste from Magnolia, which is awesome. It's one of the new glittering colors. And I'm just going to take a little stir stick and put a couple of blobs on my plate. I'm going to scooch this back just a smidge. Okay, And I don't know if we're slightly crooked or not, but I'd rather have you see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to use a squeegee to push this chalk paste through the holes on my stencil. It is tempting to keep going over and over and over just to make sure you've got everything covered, but sometimes when you do that, you end up pushing too much. I've got too much medium here through the holes in your stencil, and it can look blurry. So just get it on, get the medium on the chalk paste, and then squeegee off the big globs. And I'm going to operate with this step pretty quickly because I want my chalk paste to still be wet for this next step. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to pull my stencil up, try not to mess up my design. And it's cute like this, but it's going to be so super cute when we do the glitter. Okay, so this is going to go face down in my little tub of water over here. And this is what it looks like. And if you're wondering why am I working on a paper plate, it's because that's my favorite way to do glitter. So I am just going to open my Sulin glitter and start sprinkling it liberally on here. Don't worry, we're not going to be wasting it. I'm going to put whatever doesn't stick to the wet chalk paste back in the jar, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, this is pretty liberally covered. I'm sure you would agree. And now I'm just going to stand it up, tap it off, and I noticed one teeny little smudge right here. But when it's fully dry in about an hour, I will take a brush and I'll just brush the excess glitter off outside. And it will look like this. There's not going to be glitter everywhere. It will stick to the chalk paste and come off everywhere else. So, and I will get pictures of this. Isn't it cute? It's going to be so cute in my kitchen. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it because I have a two-tiered stand that also has the same technique done to it, and it's loaded and full. So I'll find somewhere cute to put this. Okay, let me set it right here. And this is the trick for not wasting your glitter, although this glitter is from Walmart. And it's probably available at other craft stores. It's not expensive. And it lasts a super long time. I just folded my plate in half to make it sort of like a funnel. And I put the glitter that didn't stick to my project back into my little container. Okay, now what I want to show you is really the coolest thing. And I'm going to show you how you can stencil a battery-operated candle. This came a set of 3. They're just white. They are the wax battery-operated candles. I don't know that I would do this on a real wax candle that you were going to burn. I'm not sure exactly how safe that would be or not, but on these battery operated ones, it's completely safe. Okay, so we're going to use half of my awesome snowflake pattern stencil. This was new this year, and I have used it a ton. I cut mine in half so I could work with it a little easier on my two-tiered tray, my wood two-tiered tray from Magnolia. I am going to fuzz it just a little bit. It's been used quite a bit. It doesn't have to be straight with one of these kind of all over patterns. I'm just pressing it on. And you can do the whole entire thing or just part of it. Just the front, for example. I'm going to stick this here in the back. Oops, it needs to be the other side. So that my stencil doesn't stick completely to itself and then make it difficult for me to remove it. Okay, good. And then, same deal. Let's see, do I have chalk paste all over my squeegee? Yes, I do. So what do you guys think so far? I want to show you a few other stencils when I'm done with these projects, just to give you some other ideas. My favorites in general are the all over pattern stencils, and there are two other all over pattern stencils that are part of the fall and winter and Christmas collection that are on this deal for the 12 days of Christmas. So, when you're using an all over pattern stencil, you really don't have to be super duper careful. And when you add glitter, that gives you a little more license as well to not have to be super perfect and neat, because the glitter sort of camouflages a lot of things. Okay. And this part is a little bit like, I don't know, wrestling with an octopus or something. I don't have enough arms to do this, you know, and look polished, but you'll see. It's gonna look great. If you have someone in your house that can help you while you're trying to stencil a candle, I would grab them. And any places that I've gone outside, this can be cleaned up easily with a wipe. Okay, so now I know it's hard for you to see, but I'm just picking up the super huge globs of chalk paste and putting back in my little pot. Okay, and then I'm going to take it apart. Pull the stencil off. Okay, let me throw this in my tub over here. And I did get a little bit of chalk paste on the inside here, and probably a little bit down there too, but it's not the end of the world. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the glitter. And I'm just going to open this way up. I will tell you, it is a little bit easier to stencil on candles when you have a smaller stencil, and I'll show you an example of that. It's a lot easier, as a matter of fact, but I love this all over effect. Okay, I'm getting every single bit of it liberally covered, and just tap it off a little bit. And this is what it looks like, which it's a little bit hard to see the design right now. Oh, thank you, Helga. She says she loves the snowflakes on these candles. It's a little bit hard to see right now because it's got glitter also stuck to the candle, but after that's fully dry, I will do the same thing. I'll take it outside with my brush, and I will just brush it off, and it will only be stuck to the wax, the part that I stenciled. So let's put our glitter back in our little pot and not waste any of it. Okay, I'm just looking around my craft room. I want to show you one other, well, these are the other two pattern stencils that are part of this Magnolia 12 Days of Christmas, buy two, get one free. It is only, you guys, on the winter, Christmas, and fall stencils. But when you buy two at regular price, you're going to put a third one in your cart and it will be free. So this is a stencil that I have used a ton. This is my new one. And you can use these stencils many, 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 many times. I mean, seriously, many. It is called Fall Leaves. It's an all-over pattern. I'll show you something that I have sitting here on my desk in just a second. Here's another good one that is an all-over pattern. It's called Christmas Pattern. And it has on it, oops, I'm upside down. It has Christmas trees and packages and tons of snowflakes. So this is a great one too. So if you're thinking that you want to get some pattern stencils, I would recommend these three. Because with this promotion today, only December 12th, 2022, during Magnolia's 12th day of Christmas, when you purchase two, you're going to get the third for free. Okay, so this is a similar, well, it's the same galvanized tin piece, and I didn't take it apart at the end of the season, but I will wash it off after Christmas, and these will be done for spring. We'll do spring, then we'll do Valentine's Day, then we'll do Easter, then we'll do Memorial Day, then we'll do 4th of July, then we'll do summer beach, seashells, then we'll do Labor Day. I don't know if I'm missing any holidays. Then we'll go back into fall. So these pieces, I just, in my container decorating, I just continue to reimagine them. They just wash off. And this one has that beautiful Fall Leaves stencil on it in a couple colors of chalk paste, and then I just have it filled with some Dollar Tree florals. And then this is the one I showed you just a little while ago that has that all over snowflake with the glittering black chalk paste and my Sulin extra fine glitter in sterling color on it. So you can see how they can look so different, and how you can totally change the look of something. Okay, so this was the other thing that I did want to show you. Just put this off to the side. When I was saying before that it's easier to stencil on a candle with a smaller stencil. This particular one, this set of snowflakes, I don't think it's available today. I think it was so popular that it sold out. But you can do anything, and there's a lot. I mean, I could have done my little, where's my little gingerbread man? I could have done that on one of these, and it would be adorable. Or I could do either one of these pieces. Like I could just do the trees on a stencil or part of this. Or there's a million other amazing stencils from Magnolia Design Company. I don't know why you might be having sound issues. Possibly, and I'm talking to my friend Cindy, possibly you just need to turn the volume up on your device because I have mine up all the way. Anyways, I hope you liked these ideas for the 12th day of Christmas. And even if you're finished with all of your Christmas decorating and Christmas shopping, I encourage you to take advantage of this special promotion that they have today, and grab 3 Christmas, winter, or fall stencils, and know that you'll only pay for 2 of the 3 of them. So it's a great deal. And you can tuck those stencils away till you pull out your fall decor and start doing fall craft projects, and then pull out the Christmas during Christmas, and the winter you can use all winter long. So I use it from like November through end of January or February. Oh, thank you, Helga. She says she always loves my ideas. So if you guys have questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. If you want to take advantage of this 12th day of Christmas, go to your creator's website, and there is a little product section called Fall and Winter. And if you just click on that, or click on the 12 days of Christmas little section, it'll bring it all up and it'll give you the instructions. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. Let me give you one quick little tour of the things I showed at the start of the video for everyone who missed that. We'll find some space here. Okay, so I showed this at the start. I also showed this, and I do apologize. I don't know why I'm backwards today, but it says Noel, and it's a Goodwill silver platter that I rescued for $4.09, painted and stenciled. When Christmas is over, I will wash this off, and I'll probably do something either just winter themed, or I'll start for Valentine's Day. So that's another thing I showed. Here's a big one. This is in my kitchen, and it says, Merry Christmas. Same idea. This is that tall glass cylinder, that I showed at the beginning of the video that has the Noel on it. Same deal. Here's a smaller canister that has the all-over snowflake pattern. Here's my favorite canister that I have in my kitchen. And I don't know where you can find these glass canisters at this point, because I've had mine for at least 15 years. But you could do this idea with something similar, and then this was the last one. And then the projects that we did today, but they're not completely finished because I haven't gotten them dry and brushed them off. But I showed you how to use the all-over snowflake pattern stencil on a battery-operated candle. And then we made this cute little gingerbread looking house on the tiered tray set of MDF pieces. Alrighty, well, if you enjoyed this, I'd love for you to hop over to my page if you want to look at pictures of any of these projects. I'm going to post those later. My page is DIYDreaming. My name is Heidi Scott. This is pretty representative of the kind of projects that I like to do. I take more of a teaching a craft approach, and I just show you on my page all the basics, how to start, how to finish, what not to do, because I think sometimes that's just as important. And almost all of my crafts are going to be quick, easy. You don't have to be crafty or artistic. You don't have to have any professional tools. So they're going to be quick and easy. They're going to sometimes be a little different. They are going to be affordable. And on my page, I mostly like to concentrate on projects that are either faith, family, or flowers focused. All right. Have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope to see you again soon. Merry Christmas. God bless.